Hello everyone, myself Naveen Kumar. I'll be the instructor for today's topic. So today the topic which we are going to discuss is about Salesforce CRM. So when we come across this CRM, first we need to understand why CRM, what is CRM, how CRM works. So in order to get much more in detail, so as we know that in a business climate, let us understand what is CRM, why is CRM. Then slowly you will understand why we are learning Salesforce. Okay. So in a business climate where acquiring a new customers and retaining existing clients is becoming increasingly critical, an agile CRM system is the answer to bridge the gap between the business process and managing customer expectations. CRM, that is customer relationship management, can be broadly defined as a set of processes to manage the company interaction with clients and sales prospects. It often involves technology to organize, automate, and synchronize sales, marketing, customer service, and technical support. The goal of every organization is usually to create a strong bond between the organization and its clients. Or in short, I can say customer should always be the prime focus for any organization. If you take about any retailing or e-commerce portal or any applications, customers should always be the prime focus for any organization. So that's where the important aspects, three important aspects of customer relationship management are. First one is retaining. What is meant by retaining? Most organizations spend a lot of time and money in their attempts to acquire a new customers at a time when customers acquisition is rising. The organization should be more proactive and innovative in retaining their clients. The longer customers engage with you, the more they spend on you. Competition can replicate your offerings, but never the experience when provided. And here's why customers usually leave your for competition. Why customers will be a competitor. The reason is that out of 100%, or you can say out of 91%, which I'll say 68% leave because they are unhappy with the service they receive from the existing organization. 14% are unhappy with the product or service. 9% decide to use a competitors. That is what retaining. Second one is acquire. Customer acquisition is very important for the growth of any company. A large number of customers are always on the borderline. They are all called fence sitters. Could easily swing over to your competitor's side. You ideally don't want to be losing these people because it is very hard to win them back from competitions. Fence sitters generally don't have too much of an idea about your competitors as well. So they are relatively soft targets. Third one is extend. When we think about CRM, we always look at how a CRM can help enhances a company's value to its client. For example, when a cosmetic brand decide to launch a new product, they don't directly flood the market with their products. Rather, they reach out to their few loyal customers first, then they know they would surely buy the product, and their feedback is very critical. CRM helps us in identifying such customers. Now, why CRM? Okay, you got to know what is a CRM. So why CRM? Companies always had data around who is buying and who is selling. Couple of decades back, we always had the customer data written in a diary or stored in a spreadsheet. But the main drawback was that the data was not reused to get further insights about customers. Also, the focus was not on customer relationship management, rather, they had bigger concerns in their supply chains and logistics, which were more critical to business. Different customers might have different problems. One solution can't solve all of them, and this is precisely where CRM helps us. CRM helps resolve individual customer problems at a micro level. From an organization point of view, CRM contributes to high revenues by reducing the maintenance cost and time. Four important benefits of CRM. Salesforce are flawless exchange of information across all customer channels, consistent user experience across all touch points. Third one, real-time access to all customer information to enable quick decision making. So when we are going with the CRM, Salesforce also provide personalized products or service based on specific needs and specializations. That is where why CRM is very important. Personalized products or service is very important matrix around which customer satisfaction is measured. A dissatisfied customer has higher chances of being disloyal. So now you got a fair idea about CRM. So what is a CRM? So now we got to know CRM, and also I told you about the CRM. When you come across what is a CRM, as I already told you all these points where recently I explained you. So basically when you come across the CRM, so retaining existing customers, energizing domains, accounts, clients, acquiring a new clients. So you can see acquiring new clients is nothing but a lead, retaining the existing customer and focusing on the new leads. That is where the CRM come into the picture. So when you come across the CRM, basically there are two types of CRM which are there in the industry. One is traditional process, that is CBL, or you can say on-premise CRM, which is a traditional system. What is this on-premises? On-premise would mean that a company would have to install servers, networks, systems, and will have to own all of this to get their CRM systems working. Generally, if you think about, if I take the example of in 1960s mainframe server, and in 1980s they came across client server architectures, and today's we know that we are using cloud computing application. That means no need of installing hardware, software, everything we are maintaining on the cloud. That is where Salesforce, that is CRM, that is Salesforce is called on demand or cloud based system, that is SFDC. SFDC means salesforce.com. What is this SFDC? In a cloud-based system or SFDC, you don't own anything. All you need is a laptop, internet, and Salesforce.com license. As a company, all you need to do is buy the licenses because servers, networks, database, and infrastructure all are maintained by the company called as an Salesforce. We have many cloud-based applications today like Google Apps, Cisco, Citrix, etc. Everything is based on SFDC. So we need to understand what is this cloud computing. Okay, I'll give you a simple idea of cloud computing. Cloud computing might sound something really complex for many people, but it is nothing but internet-based computing, where you would be using a network or remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process data rather than local server or a personal computer. That is what is all about cloud computing. So when you go with the CRM, the three benefits of cloud computing which they provide is that generally when you use Salesforce or cloud computing, it provides multi-tenant architecture. What does that mean, multi-tenant architecture? You can assume you can correlate this multi-tenant architecture if you're staying in an apartment or flats. So multi-tenant is an architecture in which a single instance of software applications serves multiple customers. Each customer is called a tenant. Multi-tenancy can be economical because software development and maintenance costs are shared. Second one is pay per use. You don't pay for all the services available, but you just pay for the service you require. This would help in reducing the overall cost, and you would be having an estimate of how much you would be spending at the end of the year. Scalability. Scalability is one of the rich features that cloud computing provides. Cloud computing offers organizations the ability to scale their computing resources as and when required. So these are the major benefits of cloud computing. Generally, the Salesforce CRM. So when you come across Salesforce CRM, these are all about this. So now when we come across this Salesforce CRM, as I told you, I gave you an example. Now I'll tell you about the analogy. by taking one simple example so that the people will understand why we need a CRM. So I gave you this. Now, when we have the product, now let us say my manager has given me the requirement in order to sell 200 laptops. I'm a marketing representative. Assume that my manager has given me a task to sell 200 laptops for this particular quarter. So since he has given me the target, within this particular quarter, I need to achieve this target. So he will ask me what are the various way I can achieve the target. So one thing is that I'll ask my manager, I'll borrow $2,000, then I'll pay him $20,000 back. Okay, $2,000 I'm borrowing from manager and $20,000 where I'm planning. Why I need $2,000? Because I would put up a stall in one of the mall as an exhibition. So you know that due to COVID or before COVID, generally people will go to visit the malls. Okay, on Saturday and Sunday, we can see a lot of freshers or graduates where they will visit the mall. So I can start demonstrating the HP laptop or whatever the laptop. So the way of the working and all. So whenever any particular product has been showcased, so there'll be a three particular people. One is hot lead. Leads are nothing but the marketing terminology where we have hot lead, warm lead, and cold lead. What is meant by hot lead? The person who is very much interested to purchase the product but hasn't purchased the product is called as an hot lead. Cold lead, the person who has already have a Acer laptop but nowhere interested to purchase HP laptop. So due to the budget constraint, is nowhere interested, he or she is termed as cold leads. The person who is interested to know about the information but due to the budget constraint not able to buy. Okay, then it is called as an warm leads. So there will be a three types of people who wants to eagerly purchase the product or need to know more about the information. Some set of inform people where they want to get the information but truly not interested to buy the product. Third set of people, since they have already had the laptop but still for the sake of seeing the product, they'll see. So in the marketing it is considered as hot lead, warm lead, and cold lead. So these are the marketing thing. The marketing representative will collect this particular information. Once all the people will fill the form, then what is the role of the marketing representative? This marketing representative will forward to the sales team. I guess you might have seen this. The next day, some sales team they'll start calling regarding your credit card or anything. You might have familiar with this experience. So sales team, they'll start pitching that one of my colleague have reached you and you have shared the information. Is it the right time? So the sales team, they'll start pitching their sales based on two factors. Generally, the sales will have two types of sales. One is B2B and B2C. First, let me understand you what is meant by B2B. Then I'll explain you B2C. B2B is nothing but if a customer walking to the center and purchasing the product. Let us say if Vaishnav is the person who is walking to the center and purchasing the product. Okay, is walking to the Dell center and purchasing the product. That means is a B2C customer. Now, since my manager has given the target, how many laptops? I need to sell 200 laptops for this particular quarter. I cannot rely on the customer walking to the store and purchasing the product. So what will I try to do? I'll hire a big fish called as an Accenture. So one of the Cloudforce capability team, they required 200 laptops. I'll give the presentation. If I give the presentation means tomorrow only they'll not give the consignment because for Accenture, there may be a lot of competitors apart from Dell. There may be a competitor from HP. There may be a competitor from Lenovo, variety of brands depending on the service or the commitment, whatever there. So once I give the presentation, if the Cloudforce capability team, they are convinced with the product and based on the service, whatever I commit on them, depending on the service, probably they'll may give the payment, the first half payment after 45 days, depending on the service and whatever commitment I had given at the time of presentation. So likewise, so you can see Now, if Vaishnav, suppose here a lot of people are there, I try to call out your name. Suppose if Vaishnav, Neeraj, and Sahana and Narmada are there, Mustafa, many people are there, and Jyotsna. Suppose if all these people who are working in Azure Accenture, now company related information, I'll store it in Salesforce object called as an accounts, and personal information, that is Sahana's personal information, Jyotsna, and all the Vaishnav information, all their personal information, I'll store it in contacts. Okay. Company related information, that is this 200 laptops to which particular company have been built, that is Accenture, which will be present in accounts. Personal information to in Accenture, which are the employees have taken the laptops from our end, that is Sahana, okay, Mustafa, Narmada, and all their personal information, their first name, last name, email ID, all their communication details will be considered as contacts. Now, I have promised the deal, probably the service, whatever I have promised, it may happen or it may not happen. So suppose I have promised the customer, I'll provide you this service. The clients may not be happy. So in that case, the opportunities will come into the picture. What is meant by opportunities? When two teams have agreed together and accordingly, if the both the parties are working, then it is called as an opportunity. Then the deal is considered to be closed. Now, how can I say this one deal to be closed means? Now you can see 22 years down the line, you might have seen all the software companies has been started in India or in India, like let us say in Bangalore. So what it would have come? So during that time, all the software gigantic companies, they would have reach out to the ministers of Karnataka. Why? In order to start their business. The two parties, the government will say we'll provide you the free water supply, free land, free electricity supply. So in turn, the company should give an opportunity to the Indians, whether from south or from north, let us assume. So now suddenly the government is running. All of a sudden, after 6 months down the line, the government get collapse and the new government get formed. So the new government will form where the new government will not provide free water supply, free electricity supply, which has been promised by the previous government. So obviously what the software industry companies will start, they slowly they'll migrate to the nearest states and cities which the government can provide the same amount of water supply like whatever they used to have. That is how you can see opportunities when two parties have agreed together, and if both the parties have agreed and go in parallel, that is called as an deals are done. That is nothing but opportunities. Okay, now you need to understand in Salesforce this terminology. What I started, my manager said you need to sell 200 laptops. I said give me $2,000, I'll pay you $20,000, and I'm putting up a stalls and all. Where am I documenting all this? In order to document this, that is where we need to have CRM. Earlier, people used to have spreadsheets like in Excel, but multiple people cannot work in the same spreadsheet simultaneously. I'm talking about 10, 12 or 13 years down the line. That is where we need to have multiple users concurrently. They need to access CRM. The Salesforce is the first CRM which has been introduced in on cloud demand CRM. So generally in CRM, it will consist of three particular cloud. One is marketing cloud, second one is sales cloud, and the third one is service cloud. So I discussed about the sales cloud. The third cloud is service cloud. Service cloud which will include something called as an cases and solutions. What is meant by cases and solution? Now I have given Mustafa. Mustafa has taken the laptop and he'll be very much happy because he has received the laptop and he'll switch on the laptop, but the laptop is not working. So what happens? He will reach out to incident team where he'll try to raise the request that this particular laptop is not resolved. So what happens? The incident team will try to reach the corresponding Dell or HP team in order to resolve the queries written by Mustafa. So depending on that, one of the representative either from Dell or HP, they'll look into the problem and they'll try to provide the solution. If Mustafa problem, whatever he has noted, if one of the representative he has given the answer, but Mustafa is not unhappy with the survey with the solution, again he can keep the incident up. So one of the other representatives will look into this previous problem and may provide the solution. So in any product, we'll have three phase: marketing phase, sales phase, that is B2B or B2C. B2B is like if you think about bulk to bulk or business to business. Now, if I'm walking to any online premises, if I'm walking to DMart, so I'm a B2C, I'm going there purchasing the products, DMart products or any products or any grocery or any household things. But DMart might have reached out to multiple farmers or multiple vendors in order to get their grains and accessories in a very reasonable price so that the customer can purchase the product compared to the MRP, like on the selling price. So from DMart to reaching to various formats, that is called as a B2B. But for me to DMart, it is a B2C. Hope so everyone understood what is meant by B2B and B2C. So similarly, if you think about any e-commerce portal like Amazon and Flipkart, so whenever we request on Flipkart, that is B2C. From Flipkart to various shop retailers, that is called as an B2B business. Hope so clear. So in order to document and all, so that is where the Salesforce come into the picture. So now, as I said, that Salesforce CRM. So before it all begins, before Salesforce, customer relationship management solution were hosted on a company's owner's server before Salesforce come into the picture. Can you imagine the cost and time it took for companies to have their own company CRM solution? It is used to take months or even years to set it up, and the cost went to up to millions of dollars. Even after setting up, they were extremely hard to use. So building an affordable CRM software and delivering entirely online as a service. This was the main idea behind Salesforce, started as a software as a service. Salesforce initially started software as a service, that is a SaaS a company. Salesforce has grown up to a better extent. Now we have our own CRM. So why Salesforce made an instant hint for a CRM? The reason is that from 2008 and in 2009 era, the cloud computing was becoming very demandable thing in the IT industries. Salesforce wasn't just about a better product at a fraction of the cost. It was about replacing the lengthy installation process and moving everything to the internet. They changed the business model. No more long-term contract or expensive licensing deals. Anyone could use Salesforce with only a simple $50 monthly subscription fee. Like that is how the Salesforce started. Now the question, what is Salesforce CRM? Okay, now we got to know this one. Now we need to understand what is Salesforce, or let us say benefits of Salesforce. Salesforce provides you the fastest path from idea to app. You can concentrate on building your app using Salesforce tools. Okay, you'll have this one. This is what I said you. You can focus on, you can concentrate on building your app using Salesforce tool rather than building the infrastructure and tool yourself. This can save you years of time and millions of dollars. Salesforce customers generally say that it's unique for three major reasons. One reason is that Salesforce is fast. Traditionally, CRMs software can take more than an year to deploy, compared than that to months or even weeks within Salesforce. In Salesforce, you can deploy the application within a month or within a weeks. But when you go with a traditional CRM, that is Siebel, okay, where it used to take an years to deploy that application. Second one, easy. Salesforce wins in the easy to use category hands down. You can spend more time putting it to use and less time figuring it out. Third thing is effective. Because it is easy to use and can be customized to meet business needs, and customers find Salesforce very effective. I'm not finding, but still I'll provide you much more details. Now we need to know about Salesforce. Okay, let me give you an idea about Salesforce. Salesforce started as software as a service CRM company. Salesforce now provides various software solutions and a platform for users and developers to develop and distribute custom software. Salesforce.com is based on multi-tenant architecture. This means that multiple customers share common technologies and all run on the latest release. You don't have to worry about the application or infrastructure upgrades. Then happens automatically. This helps your organization focuses on innovation rather than managing technologies. So next question which will arise, what are the services and products that Salesforce offers? So you need to know the different services and product that Salesforce has to offer and when to use them. Those Salesforce, you can access a wide range of products and services in cloud, social, and mobile domains, which you can use it there. So generally, Salesforce Sales Cloud, when you log into salesforce.com. So this is how to log into your Salesforce. Now let us see. So now, okay, since it is taking time, you might have seen this marketing cloud. When you are talking about marketing phase, sales phase, and service phase. Okay, I'll sign up for understanding. This is how you can sign up. You can provide. So username, it is any customized username. I'll click on sign me up. Okay, I'll try to give naveentraining123@gmail.com. So it will verify in the cloud if anyone has used that particular ID. So you can check it in your mail. Probably it will take a moment of time in order to reach to your corresponding email ID. Okay, let me give some random user ID. So let me see. Okay, when you sign in here, so this is how you're verifying here. That means you have to click a single click. The reason is that if you click on double click, there are chances of the org get wasted. Because why wasted means if you click on single click, then it will give you an option to enter the user password. Now let us say I'm trying to give the password. So now this is the password. Now the org is getting signed up. Okay. Generally it will show you in the lightning. Anyway, you'll not understand what this lightning and all. Let me switch to the classic one. So here we see this sales, service, and marketing. These are the hearts of the Salesforce. What is meant by heart means, so marketing cloud. The marketing cloud, when we are discussing this one, you can see these are the objects. The marketing cloud provides you with one of the world's most powerful digital marketing platform. The marketers in your organization can use it to manage customer journey, email, mobile, social media, web personalization, content creation, content management, and data analysis. So marketing cloud, you can see this politicians will use digital marketing. Nowadays, you might have seen all this political leaders, they'll use railways in order to advertisement, do the IRCTC's advertisement. If you're seen, you'll be getting a notification on IRCTC platform or any updates on that. And generally the people like in films, Hollywood, Bollywood movies and all, you might have seen from past 12 years, they'll use digital marketing as one of the forms in terms of teasers, in terms of promos, audio jukebox, all this one, movies first look and all. That is where this marketing will come into the picture. Generally, campaign, there are different types of campaign. One is outbound campaigns. uh, Generally these politicians will use at the time of elections, they'll conduct outbound campaign, and sometimes we'll have a seminars. Now let us say iPhone product is about to launch. Now I am the new user, if I want to purchase an iPhone means, so probably in that seminar they'll always already some existing customers. So like me, if I get into that seminar, I may get the real-time experience who are already using the iPhone and also about the product based on the seminars. So there, these are the different various kind of a campaigns. Depending on these campaigns, the leads will get generated. Leads are, as I told you, leads are is nothing but a marketing term. Next, when you come across this marketing, as I told you, I am the marketing representative. Depending on the leads, what I try to do, I'll pass on these leads to the sales team. So what this sales team, as I earlier highlighted, marketing, this one, B2B, B2C, I told you accounts, all the company related information will be stored in the accounts, and all the personal information will be present in the contacts and opportunities. One account can have multiple contacts. One account can have multiple opportunities. So one parent can have multiple children. Okay, similarly, one account can have multiple personal contacts, or one company can have multiple employees' personal information. That all the personal information will be present in the contacts and opportunities. You remember I said you the opportunity, whether the deal has happened or not happened. This is about opportunities. Okay, sales. The Sales Cloud is a CRM platform that enables you to manage your organization's sales, marketing, and customer support facets. If your company is engaged in B2B, that is business to business, and B2C, business to customer, then Salesforce Cloud is the service your sales team needs. Next one is nothing but your service team, or you can say service. So when I'm talking about Salesforce Service Cloud, what is Salesforce Service Cloud? The Service Cloud is a service platform for your organization's customer service and support team. It provides features like case tracking and social networking, plugin for conversation and analytics. This not only helps your agent to solve customer problems faster, but also give your customer access to answers. Nowadays, I think before the lockdown or after the lockdown or prior before to the lockdown, you might have seen a lot of celebrities, they'll post regarding to the product in the social media, so that the particular company can have a special attention to regarding the queries, and their queries will get solved in shorter span of time. I guess you might have seen in Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media platform where one of the person, celebrity, or one of the common person bringing the concern about that or attention about the product. once that particular product has been highlighted in the social media, you might have seen that particular solution will be resolved within a week of time because based on the reputation of the organizations. So this is how Salesforce will provide. Apart from this sales service and marketing cloud, it has other clouds like community and all. So this is all about Salesforce. Hope so you have understood SFTC standard object. What is meant by SFTC standard object? Whatever you're seeing, this accounts, contacts, cases, these are standard object. That means Salesforce engine has already have standard predefined objects. No need to create. What are objects? Objects are nothing but in the relational database. If you come across RDBMS or database SQL concept, that is nothing but tables. Understood? All this, whatever you're seeing, this service, marketing, and sales, all are standard objects which are provided by the Salesforce engine. Hope so you got very fair idea about Salesforce. Thank you for all of you people attending the session.